If you're over 60 and find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m., I know exactly how that feels. For years, I struggled too, until I made 3 small changes to my nightly routine. They were simple, but they changed everything. Sleep problems don't always come from major illnesses. In people over 60, they often build slowly, triggered by small daily habits, especially in the hours before bed. What you do after dinner can make or break your night's rest. The surprising part? Many of these habits feel harmless, like reading the news, taking a hot shower, or skipping a proper wind down. But together, they quietly steal your deep sleep, night after night. Today on Golden Aging Health, I'll share the 3 things I personally do every night to fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up more refreshed even in my 80s. These aren't just theories, they're backed by science and experience. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health. These next few minutes could help you reclaim the restful sleep you've been missing for years. Let's begin with the first habit. It's simple, free, and the easiest change you can try tonight. Habit number 1. Do you use light the right way before bed? What kind of lighting do you have on in the evening? Is your television flickering? Your phone screen glowing? Or your kitchen light still at full brightness even after dinner? You may not realize it, but the type of light you're exposed to after sunset could be silently robbing you of good sleep. At 81, one of the most powerful changes I made to improve my sleep was learning how to manage light, especially blue light after 7 p.m. Why does it matter? Your body runs on an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. It tells you when to wake up and when to wind down. This rhythm is deeply influenced by light exposure. When you're exposed to bright or blue-toned light in the evening, like from a smartphone, television, tablet, or even LED ceiling bulbs, it tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That means your body delays producing melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. In a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers found that exposure to bright room lighting before bed suppressed melatonin levels by as much as 85%. And for older adults whose melatonin production is already lower, that's a big deal. That's exactly what was happening to me. I used to watch television with all the lights on, scroll through my phone in bed, and wonder why I couldn't fall asleep until midnight or later. Once I learned how light impacts sleep, I made 3 small but powerful changes. I dim the lights around 7 p.m. I switch off harsh overhead bulbs and use soft, warm lamps, especially in the living room and bedroom. I turn off screens at least 45 minutes before bed. That means no more YouTube in bed and no doom scrolling. I leave my phone outside the bedroom now. I use amber-tinted glasses if I really need to be on a screen after dark. These glasses block the worst blue light wavelengths and support melatonin production. The results? I started falling asleep faster, often within 20 minutes of lying down. My sleep felt deeper, and I stopped waking up every 2 hours like I used to. If you're struggling to sleep, don't overlook the lighting. It's one of the most overlooked habits, but one of the easiest to fix. Have you tried changing your lighting routine at night? Comment "light" below and let others know what's worked for you. You might just help someone finally get a good night's rest. Let's move on to the second habit that made a huge difference after I turned 81, one that helped calm my nervous system, reduce those restless nights, and finally made falling asleep feel natural again. Habit number 2. Gentle stretching before bed. Not just for flexibility, but for sleep. As I got older, I started noticing something strange. Even when I was tired, my body felt tense at night, especially in my shoulders, back, and legs. I'd get into bed, but my muscles stayed tight, and I'd lie there staring at the ceiling. At first, I thought it was just part of aging. But the truth is, physical tension sends signals to the brain that you're not safe to relax yet, and that keeps your nervous system on alert, making it harder to drift off. So I added a simple habit: 10 minutes of light stretching every evening. No yoga mats or complicated routines, just slow shoulder rolls, gentle neck turns, and leg stretches while holding onto a chair. It's enough to get the blood flowing and release muscle tension without overstimulating the body like exercise does. According to the Sleep Foundation, low-intensity stretching activates the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your brain that tells your body, it's okay to rest now. It also helps regulate breathing and heart rate, both of which are crucial for falling into deep sleep. Let me tell you about my neighbor Clara. She's 77 and used to complain about waking up every few hours. I showed her my stretching routine one evening, and she gave it a try. Within a week, she said she was waking up just once and falling back asleep much faster. If your legs feel restless at night, or you find yourself tossing and turning, try gentle stretching before bed. It's free, it's easy, and it's one of the best sleep aids I've ever used. If you found this video helpful, tap the like button and subscribe for more life-saving health insights. And don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with friends and family. One simple click could save a life before it's too late. Up next, the third and final habit, I swear by it, has nothing to do with supplements or sleep pills, but it's probably the most powerful change I made after 60. Habit number 3. Writing down my worries before bed. Do you ever lie in bed with your eyes closed, but your mind just won't stop thinking? You're not alone. After turning 81, I realized that my biggest sleep struggle wasn't noise or discomfort, it was my own thoughts. I'd replay conversations, plan the next day, or worry about my health, my family, or the world, and every time I did, sleep slipped further away. That's when I started a simple nightly habit. I write everything down. Before bed, I sit quietly and jot down whatever's on my mind. Not a diary, not a story. Just a quick brain dump of worries, reminders, and anything unfinished from the day. It's like clearing the clutter from my mind so it can finally rest. There's real science behind it too. A study from Baylor University found that people who wrote a to-do list for just 5 minutes before bed fell asleep faster than those who didn't. It turns out, writing things down helps the brain release tension and stop overthinking. My friend Linda, 79, used to take hours to fall asleep. I gave her this tip, and after a few nights, she said she was finally falling asleep within 20 minutes. It wasn't magic. It was just giving her brain permission to let go. If racing thoughts are keeping you up at night, try this. Keep a small notebook by your bed. Before turning off the light, write down what's bothering you, or what you need to do tomorrow. Don't judge it. Just write it. It takes less than 5 minutes, and the peace of mind you get can last all night. Have you or a loved one ever tried journaling, stretching, or turning off screens before bed to sleep better? Share your experience in the comments. Your insight might be just what another senior needs tonight. Let's quickly review the 3 nightly habits that have made a powerful difference in my sleep after age 81. Adjusting my light exposure, doing a few minutes of gentle stretching before sleep, and writing down my worries before bed. In fact, research from the Sleep Foundation and the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine shows that managing light exposure, gentle pre-sleep movement, and nighttime journaling can significantly improve sleep quality and reduce insomnia symptoms in older adults. These habits may sound small, but they have had a huge impact on my life. Sleep is not just about comfort. It also protects your memory, energy, and overall health. Poor sleep can worsen blood pressure, weaken your immune system, and even increase your risk of dementia. But here's the good news. You can change the way you sleep by changing what you do before bed. If this video has been helpful to you, Please like and subscribe to my channel, Golden Aging Health, for more easy, science-backed tips for seniors. And don't forget to share this with your loved ones. Just having a conversation about sleep can make a big difference in their health. Want more support on your journey to better rest? Check out our Sleep Tips for Seniors playlist, where I share even more insights. The road to a restful night's sleep begins with just one step. Take it tonight. Thank you for spending time with me. I'll see you in the next video.